So here's a quick look at my Sparco seat install for the 86. So this is a quick look at the Sparco seat that I took out from my Widebody MR2 and I installed in my 86 just to try it out. And it's not really going to be in-depth because I didn't get a chance to video up front. Just to give you guys an idea, first thing you need to do is just purchase the seat bracket from Sparco for the FRS or the BRZ, and from there just install it underneath the Sparco seat, as you see right here, as right here tightening it up with the screws. And you get an option of getting it with or without the sliders. Obviously, I went with the sliders just for comfort and adjustability. So this is where the video begins, when I'm just about to tighten the Sparco bracket with the sliders underneath the Sparco seat. So because the Sparco seat install was really fairly easy, I decided to take a little break and have the padding installed on my roll cage, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I felt it would be safer, especially when you're not wearing the helmet and you're not at the tracks. It's just better to have extra padding on the roll cage. And so because it came with a self-adhesive tape, it was easier to sort of keep it in place when you decide where you're going to have it. And to really make it sort of semi-permanent, you just add zip ties to it and it'll just stay in place. And again, this is more of a safety feature for me. Obviously it looks better with the gold, but for safety reasons, it was better to add padding, especially when you're not wearing your helmet. So after installing the bracket under the Sparco seat, and now it's time to remove the stock seats from the 86. And here I've already removed all the screws, and all I'm doing is being really careful, in terms of removing the actual seat, because I don't want to scratch anything. I don't want to scratch the paint. I don't want to scratch the any plastic parts. So I'm being really careful here when I do remove the stock seat. So you got to take your time when you do this, and you don't really need anyone to help you out. You just be extra careful when removing the seat. And here you see both seats, the stock and the Sparco seat. So once you remove the stock seat, you remove the stock seat belt latch, which is what I'm doing right here. I'm taking off the screw. And I've added a photo just to show you what the seatbelt looks like with the latch and everything. But right here, so you take off that plastic part right there, and then when you remove the actual seatbelt latch, you just have to be careful because it's connected to a wire, underneath the seat. So you got to take off those clips carefully so you don't break them, especially if you want to reinstall them later on when you put back your stock seats. Underneath the seat, you'll see this wire that it really connects the latch to really your light. It tells you whether your seatbelt is on or off. And that's the reason why you have the wire. So it's just an indicator that you either have your seatbelt on or off. So you remove this latch if you want to use your stock seat belts. You reinstall this with your Sparco seat. If you're not going to use your stock seat belts, then you're not going to need to remove this latch. So once you install the seat belt latch on the Sparco seat, now you can install the Sparco on your car. Again, you just have to be really careful. Make sure you don't scratch anything. I really did take my time making sure that the bracket underneath, which is made of metal, is not scratching the plastic part. So again, just take your time. Once you have it installed, then you can start looking for the holes where you put in the nuts and bolts and stuff like that. really easy, you know. Once you have the specific bracket for the 86, then it's really just plug and play, right? So this is what it looks like with the Sparco seat. I actually like the contrast. I actually like the red and black contrast. It really stands out, especially with the roll cage in the back. All I have to do now is go for a test drive and see how it feels. So after installing the Sparco seats, I decided to take a longer trip to Vegas just to sort of see how it feels on a longer drive. And surprisingly, it was very comfortable even after hours of driving and cruising. I just felt like it was more comfortable than the stock seats. So, and these are the old school Sparco Torino seats that I've had from my MR2. So I'm not really sure if they still make these anymore. They probably have a more updated version for it. So if you find something similar in terms of the way the seats are, they would be very comfortable even for long driving. It was good. I had no issues with my back or my butt, but that's just me, you know, and maybe somebody else would not find it too comfortable, but I felt like it was definitely better than the stock seats. Having fun. Can we park? So even for cruising at night, it felt like the stock seats, but better. And it kept me in place, especially when I take some of those quick turns. But just for cruising itself, yeah, no issues whatsoever. So hope you guys enjoyed this quick installation of my Sparco seat. It didn't have that much detail in it, and it wasn't very comprehensive, but you guys get the idea. So until next time, stay safe and keep rolling.